All right, everybody, what's going on, man? Y'all, how y'all doing? Welcome to today's edition of SWAC Smoke. Of course, this is what we do. Hopefully, the big soldier Jamie G will be checking in a few, but we're gonna go ahead and hold this thing on down, man. What's going on, Lowe's J? Welcome to the show. Y'all know this is game week. It's going all the way down. Um, really, really happy, man, by this season officially about to jump off on Saturday. So, man, let's go ahead and have us a good time with this SWAC Smoke thing. First and foremost, man, how y'all doing out there? Welcome. What's up? We got Texas all over the place, man. We got H-Town in the house. We got D-Town in the house, man. What's going on? I know we got the Baton Rouge folks up in here, too. So we're going to go ahead and do our thing, man. And, man, first and foremost, before we even start this thing, I need y'all to say a prayer, man, for these people that's working outside, because it ain't no joke, man. Working outside is no joke, man. It's hot as I don't know what out here. Like they say, hot as fish grease. So, man, I'm out here in this heat every day. Man, it's draining. So, just want y'all to say a quick prayer for these people who out here doing their thing in the heat. And we definitely are ready for some football, man. We got some big news coming down the pipe. Hey, Los J, you know what I'm talking about, man. You out there in that Texas heat, it's probably about 130 out there. But you know how things go down, man, in football. Got some big news coming down the pipe. We'll talk about that in a few once we get a few people in here holding it down. SWAC Challenge on Saturday, so big time, man. South Carolina State, Jackson State. Who we're gonna share our thoughts about that. We got the big soldier about to check in right here, man. Y'all go ahead and welcome him to the show. What's going on, big soldier, man? What's happening with you?
How y'all doing, man? I'm sorry for the tardiness, man, but I'm here. I'm here, man.
Hey, that's all that matter, man. Hey,
you know, I can't miss this, man.
I'll go hold it down till you got here, man. You know what I'm saying? So we got the big soldier in the house. And you already know what he repped. So you know what I'm saying, he repped that 1400. So you already know what side he rocking with. But man, how you doing out there today, man?
Man, I'm glad we got some rain finally. Woo! We got some rain in the silk. You got a little hot in the silk.
Oh, we got a little rain today too. So I'm really happy about that more than anything, man. Because it's been like 103, 104, 105, man, working outside, sweating and, you know what I'm saying, trying to stay hydrated. But that rain was definitely a blessing. I guess we go ahead and start it off, man, with the news. I don't know if everybody saw it yet, but Buddy Pugh announced that he's stepping down at the end of the season, man.
Yeah, I see. Hey, I think I guess he's trying to get this team get enough for this game.
Man.
To send them out right. We trying to send them out with an L and a good L at that.
Man, he pulled that old move, man, where coaches use that emotional thing to get the team ready, man. So he hit.
Do no Dion at the end.
Man, he trying. I guess he trying to pull out all stops, man. But I'm not gonna say I was surprised because I felt like at some point he been there a long time. At some point he was gonna make it happen. But I was a little surprised that he announced it today. But I guess he wanted to go ahead and get that out of the way so there's no questions coming up during the season. But yeah, that's one hell of a way to start off the season, man. So he going on a farewell tour, I guess.
Yeah, man. Well deserved for one. I mean, and I think he deserved to be in the Black College Hall of Fame and also College Football Hall of Fame. So, hey, but it's Buddy's last ride, man. So hopefully first game be a L though. I don't care how many he win after that.
Hey, it don't change. We still need that dub over the MEAC, so it don't change one way or the other. Like you say, after that, hey, good luck. Maybe he can get another chance to take a SWAC L in the Celebration Bowl if he make it. Got to send him out right. So I mean, that's just an extra level of intrigue to this game. Let's go ahead and talk about the game, man. I mean, I don't know what to expect on either side. So this is an intriguing game.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, both of these teams, they have, we don't know their identity. All we gonna find out, we probably won't find out until maybe the second half of this game. But I know for one, I think South Carolina State bringing back a lot of their offensive line, defensive line for one. In this game as well. They got a veteran quarterback, Corey Fields. He's back, and they secondary, I know, is, they had a lot of people come back on their secondary. So hey, we don't know. With Jack State, you don't know. Like TJ, we don't know our quarterback. We don't know who's gonna be starting. So I mean, hey, what we gonna do? What we gonna see in this game? Hopefully there's a lot of scoring by JSU, but we just don't know.
Yeah, and on top of all of that, it's a first game, and you could have an experienced team and have a horrible first game.
Yep.
Weird things happening first games, and man, this game could easily be like the 21 Orange Blossom Classic. I ain't saying it's gonna be 7-6, but it could be one of them kind of games where the offenses, can't really put it together. Defenses might win out. I feel like this is gonna be a game that shout out to the Valley crew, man. I'm gonna be watching y'all in Chicago on September 2nd. So shout out to Valley, man. I'm ready for y'all to do y'all thing. But this could be a game, man, where it's just whoever hit the most big plays. You hit a couple big plays and don't turn the ball over. That might be enough to win this game, because I don't really know if either team is going to be able to consistently move the football. So this is going to be, like the comment said, it's going to be one in the trenches, man.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I agree definitely. I think it's going to be who has the better O-line play, defensive line play, and who could just keep that composure for one. Because it's such a big game of magnitude. Because I know it's going to be a lot of highs coming out there first couple of drives, but can you maintain and have a balance? Can you balance out? Can you tune all the noise out? Can you focus on the game and, make plays, execute the plays? So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting game to watch. So I hope that for one, the SWAC, we pull it out, and what I'm saying, because we have to be victorious in this game. No matter how people feel about JSU or anything, hopefully we win this game. You know what I'm saying? Just for the conference, from a conference standpoint, because I'm tired of hearing people in the MEAC world, keep downplaying the SWAC. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, y'all ain't hitting on nothing, So, hey, we gotta win this game, man. There's no room for L. You know what I'm saying? We got to come out here and get this dub.
Oh yeah, no ifs or ands about that, man. And I want to go back to one comment you made that I totally agree with, man. And that's the emotions of this game.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, now you got the Buddy Pugh news coming out, and I'm sure that's going, to a degree, it's going to hype them up a little bit more. But a game like this, you don't really need that extra stuff. But a coach like that, he been around a long time. He know his team, so he know that might be the extra little boost. And JSU got to match them first 5 minutes of this game, man. It's gonna be very interesting. I think it's gonna be like a boxing match, man. You're gonna be feeling each other out. I don't think you need to go for the knockout punch early. You just need to keep yourself in it. But ultimately, and this is hard to say because JSU is a rival, and I'm gonna keep it 100. But ultimately, it's about the SWAC winning. If we didn't have all this MEAC SWAC foolishness, man, I might not pull for JSU. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my rival, man. But I'm tired of hearing these MEAC people talk so bad about all of us. You know what I'm saying? So if we can strike this win, and then then Southern can win the Celebration Bowl, we all good. we all good. But it's like I said, to each their own, man. I was talking to my dad, and he was like, man, it's hard to pull for your rival, and I'm like, yeah, it is, but you don't. My dad is not on social media, so he don't have to see none of that back and forth, So it's like, he can stay old school and feel like he feel, but when you out in this world, you got to be a united front. So at the end of the day, man, we gotta get this win. If the series was different, I might be like, like the early SWAC challenges where I was like, man, I don't really care if Grambling win, but now, we need everybody to pick up these wins. So this is one of the few times, man, and I'm all SWAC.
Right. Or else we all locked in, SWAC all day. We got to get this dub, man. No matter how y'all feel, and some people feel, not all y'all, but it don't matter how some of the haters feel. You know what I'm saying? All that hating ain't gonna make you feel any better. So you might as well just, hey, get on the train for like 1 second. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, because Crook, Crook, because come Sunday morning, when we probably get this W, you're going to feel a little better. You know what I'm saying? You're going to like, what, Jack, I'm glad Jack State did get that win. And definitely when we come down there and play y'all, most definitely you're going to definitely feel better Sunday morning. Definitely.
Yeah, I like I say, man, we all family in here, so we keep it real. It's hard, man, and I expect if it was Southern, some people would be like, man, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But I would love for JSU to come in to Baton Rouge on a nice little roll and we knock them off. I don't want JSU coming in there feeling sorry for themselves, you know what I'm saying, and not really being 100% locked in. I want the best from everybody, and we need to do what we got to do. So this is 1 or 2 times, man, that I'm pulling for the SWAC in a non-conference situation, man. Other than when we play, them PWIs or something like that. But we gonna do what we got to do, man. So I'm gonna have blue on. But I'm gonna still have yellow with that blue because I can't wear blue and white by itself. I feel funny. So
I see a lot of comments that people gonna be sick and having rashes. I don't want y'all sick if we win now. Make sure you get all that out your spirit now. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you get it out your spirit because I want you feeling good. I want you to come back for one. I want you back in next Thursday feeling good now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't want you sick and not being able to attend,
Don't just take it how it come, man. But this is an interesting comment, man. But if you leave, man, maybe Chennis Berry get that job at South Carolina State. That's a nice, that's a nice little move up for him.
Yeah, but all jokes aside, you know what I'm saying? If it was a different team in this challenge, I'm sticking SWAC all day, man, no matter what the circumstance is.
Bro, if it was Pine Bluff, I wouldn't have no problem pulling for Pine Bluff. I wouldn't have no problem pulling for Bethune-Cookman. I wouldn't have no problem pulling for Valley, or either one of the Bama teams, or Prairie View. Anybody else that I ain't named, bro, it'd be hard to pull for y'all, but but I do it. You know what I'm saying? I do it. But we're gonna see what happens, man, with this game. I do want to kind of touch on what you think the score gonna what range do you think the score is gonna end up in?
Shoot, man, I don't see it as a high scoring game, man. Honestly, just taking a wild guess, I see like 23-20, like in that range. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I think it's gonna be a tale of these teams are really trying to identify who they are. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be a good defensive game, but I think also, too, who's going to be able to run the football as well. Who can match each other's physicality better? You know what I'm saying? Who can be more physical in the trenches? So I think it's going to be one of them physical drag-out games, and probably toward the end, somebody going to score something they probably don't even supposed to score, Yeah, it's going to be hot out there. And then another key to this game, who's going to who's in the better shape. You know what I'm saying? Like who's gonna be hydrated and who's gonna be most physically ready, because it's gonna get to a point where depth comes into play. Who got the better depth?
Yeah, and with this being, like you said, first game, it's gonna be hot as Hades, no matter what time of night the game is. So you're gonna have guys cramping, you're gonna have guys getting tired. Whoever can push through in the fourth quarter is gonna be the team that get this win, man. I'm thinking like 21. I've been going back and forth on 14 and 17 for South Carolina State, but I think it's gonna be like 21-17, 21-14, something like that. I think the MVP of this game gonna be the referees, bro, because I think the referees gonna be busy. It's a first game. You got a lot of new guys on the field. You're gonna have a lot of them pre-snap penalties, and depending on what the crowd is like, you might have somebody not being able to hear snap count or something. You're gonna have some of those things. Maybe a player or two called back by a holding penalty, but I could easily see, like the comment said, man, I could easily see a team getting a couple of turnovers and only having to work a short field, and that can put you over the top. Because if you can start off inside the 50, you can score at least 3. And if you're able to do that, then that's enough to get you over the hump in a game like this, because I don't see South Carolina State offensively being explosive enough to run away with this game. So if Jackson State could just keep things steady, find their foot and keep things steady, find your guys and let people go to work, then I think they got a really good chance. But it's gonna be I've been saying it over and over, it's gonna be a sloppy game, but I still think it will turn out to be a good game.
Yeah, I think special teams is gonna be another key. You know what I'm saying? Like who be able to control field position, you know what I'm saying, with punting and kicking and everything. 2, who can make field goals, because you got to make sure you make these field goals as well, and things of that nature, because hey, you don't hit field goals, you're losing points. You're not having the opportunity, to change the trajectory of the game.
Oh yeah. Well, what's up, Blue, man? What's going on? I definitely want to get your thoughts on this game. But yeah, I feel like you don't want to settle for field goals, but if there's any game where it's okay to kick field goals, it's probably gonna be this one, because I don't really see a lot of touchdowns being scored in this game. So if you could just get points when you get, in scoring range, that could be the difference in this game. And I'm interested in the chess match on the sideline, man. This is a hell of a first matchup for TC, against a coach like Buddy Pugh. Buddy Pugh is not the biggest X and O's guy, but he's a guy that can get the most out of his guys. Story time. 2017 MEAC SWAC Challenge. We played with South Carolina State in Baton Rouge. They had no offense, bro. They had a receiver that was their quarterback. The dude could not throw 10 yards down the field. But their defense was so steady, man, that they basically shut us down on offense. We won the game 17-9 because when the receiver dropped a wide open touchdown. And when I say wide open, the dude was like 20 yards behind the nearest defensive back, and that was the best ball the quarterback threw all night. And it hit him in his hands, and he dropped it on like third down. And, their defense was what kept them in that game. And I think that's what's going to be the thing for South Carolina State this year. I think their defense want to really atone for what they did last year. Last year, their defense was not good. They had some injuries and things like that. Their defense just wasn't good last year. So I think they want to kind of prove that they are what South Carolina State normally is on defense.
Right. But for sure, make sure y'all hit that like button. Also, make sure you're subscribing to the channel.
Please.
Make sure you become a member as well.
Yeah, because we got some things coming at you, man. I'm gonna probably try to have a couple of little, members only things popping off. So, definitely hit that join button and hit that subscribe button first, and then hit that join button and hit that like button. There's a lot of buttons to hit, but y'all can hit them all and make that thing happen. But staying on this game, but kind of look. I don't want to look too far ahead because this is the game. But do you think that at some point, if things are kind of in hand, how do you feel about the matchup the following week against FAMU? Do you think that this game will have any effect on that game, depending on the outcome?
It depends on if Jackson State can stay healthy and avoid injuries in this game, because I think they're gonna need everything when it comes to FAMU. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's gonna bring a lot of carryover from this game, but I think if they can stay healthy and get out of there with no injuries, I think that'll be probably the only factor. I think it ain't gonna really make a difference. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
It'll probably give JSU a leg up. They'll be able to identify their strengths and weaknesses and what they need to improve on.
Yeah, I think if there's anything that's a big plus is playing that first game. And like the cliche shape, like the cliche. That's hard to say. Like the cliches say, I can't get it. Like the cliches say, you improve more between your first and second game than you do at any other point in the season. So that that's a good opportunity, playing a competitive first game and going into the next game. And they had a comment from Lob about Pine Bluff playing South Carolina State in 2014 in the SWAC channel. I was at that game. And they did beat the break. They did beat the brakes off of y'all, man. But that's a South Carolina State team, man. Defense and running the football. And last year they didn't do either one of them well. So it's gonna be interesting to see if they can make up for that.
Oh yeah, that was another key. You know what I'm saying? If they could stop JSU could stop them from running the football and make Corey Fields use his arm to beat us. You know what I'm saying? Is that going to show how far his development has come? They say, he's been developing pretty well under the new offensive coordinator, so we'll see.
Yeah, I think that's a key. He had a bad season last season, for a variety of reasons. Everything I heard from them in camp, you got to take all that with a grain of salt. But everything I heard from South Carolina State in camp is that he's been looking really good. So is he ready for the bright lights? Or is that just, camp talk? Because everybody, we all got dogs in camp, and then they don't be dogs when the season starts. But, is he really taking that next step? That's gonna be a good thing. Speaking of quarterbacks, TC said, he ain't saying a word till before the game. Which way you leaning for JSU quarterback?
I mean, if anybody, it's obvious who the choice is. I mean, the man been there since this last spring or whatever. Most likely it's gonna be Jason Brown. He got the experience coming in. You know what I'm saying? He been playing football forever, so I imagine he's gonna be the starter coming into the game. I mean, why not give him the opportunity to see what he can do? You know what I'm saying? I think it's just as long as he don't turn the football over, and also I think if he takes command of the offense, I think we gonna see how he develops as a leader. You know what I'm saying? In this game, so hopefully he can take the reins and lead us to victory. But if not, I'm still confident in the quarterback room we have, because I kind of feel like, honestly, the quarterback room last year is, you know what I'm saying? I think it took an upgrade. I think definitely we took an upgrade at quarterback, because you see the dumpster fire that was behind Shador. You know what I'm saying? So, no shots at them guys, but hey.
But that was by design.
Grayson Thompson played pretty good in the spring game. He emerging as a good leader, so we'll see.
Yeah, like I said, that quarterback room they had the last couple of years, that was by design. So, you ain't want nobody to outshine the golden boy. So, you got to make sure that but on the flip side, you end up with games like the Alabama A&M game. If you get hurt or injured, you got to count on somebody that you didn't want to play. I think guy for guy, I think it's more guys in the room that you can count on. Now, the first guy compared to, whoever your QB1 is compared to what Shador is, I don't, I'm sorry, I can't go with that yet. But
right,
guy for guy in the room, I think you're in a better spot, and I think that can help. Do you think? I know TC said that that he would, he wasn't really gonna, go with nobody else. But do you think if things are kind of going left that he gonna make a change, or you think he gonna try to dually his way out of that thing and make it work?
Man, absolutely, it's gonna be a change. Heck, TC on the front, he gotta win. I mean, heck, if ain't nobody he ain't bringing home the bacon. Why the heck keep trying to make this man something he ain't? You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm telling you, hey, TC might not say much, but he'll bench a joker. You know what I'm saying? Man, yes indeed, man. I think he's definitely gonna make that. I mean, look at the guys he brought in. All them guys potentially start. You know what I'm saying? Even that kid McDonald pretty nice.
Yeah,
I heard Phillip Short has a potential, you know what I'm saying? But he just need a little bit more time, to get his things a little, going, because the dude can ball. I remember seeing him at MRA back in the day, man. The dude has potential. He got it, man. He got it. I mean, I don't think TC bring them guys just to be sitting there.
Oh yeah, just to fill out the picture in the preseason, I think though you need to come out of this game, regardless of how that guy plays. I think you need to come out of this game with the guy that you know is going to be your guy for the rest of the season. I don't think you need to be juggling guys after this game. You definitely don't want to go into next week game still trying to figure out who your guy is. And I think sometimes you gotta kind of let guys work their way through things. This is whoever it is. This is their first time starting at Jackson State, so you're gonna have them ups and downs. You may not play your best game, but if you stick with that guy, he could pan out. And TC, and Coach TC is, he was a quarterback, so he understands. I think if anything, that helps him on that side of the ball. He knows, you know what I'm saying? He knows what he's looking for at that position. He knows what he's looking for at the receiver position. The two positions he played in college. So, he knows kind of what he's looking for and what kind of attributes he wants out of his guys. So I think, as long as you're willing to, try somebody else, if the situation called for it, that's fine with me. I don't want to see nobody coach this season sitting on a quarterback because they don't want to make a change. I had enough of that. I had enough of that last year. I don't want to see that this year.
Yeah, man. Don't play with your job, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't play games like that. And like they come. Oh, go ahead.
For example.
Yeah.
Man,
exactly.
Off the bench, it could have. Hey, and what happened if he did start the game? Potentially could have changed the outcome of the SWAC championship. You just never know.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, we could be looking at something different, or we could, we could be looking at the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But you don't know until you try it, man. And if something ain't working, you can't keep pounding your head against the wall. But like the last comment said, if JSU is able to make Corey Fields have a rough night, then fam, you definitely gonna have to be on alert, because if they get that pressure, that's gonna make things tough for everybody. So this game, I don't want to take a whole lot from it, because it's one game, but this game could potentially set the tone for the rest of the season. It could set the identity of the team. But there's so much at stake and so much at play that you can't really put too many eggs in that basket right now.
Right. Yeah, I agree 100%.
So like I said, man, I'm gonna be in front of my TV at 6:30 on ABC. So everybody, y'all make sure y'all tune in. If you ain't going to the A, then y'all make sure y'all tune in. I think we need these numbers to be really, really good on ABC. We need to show that we got a great product, because there's gonna be a lot of outside eyes watching. So we need to show everybody we got a great product. And hopefully, all I ask for, and I know it's it's the first game, so I don't expect it to be too clean, but I don't want no bad news bears bullshit out there, man. You know what I'm saying? People falling all over each other and fumbling 30 times, man.
Yeah.
A play or two is gonna be tough. You know what I mean? It happens, but I don't want nothing to look like a comedy or errors.
Right. And make sure y'all hydrate if you do go to the game, and man, don't be out there drinking before the game and thinking you ain't had no water and get out there and fight.
Hey man.
Man, I'm telling you,
man.
Don't want you doing that on TV, man.
No. Hey, hydrate, man. Drink water the night before, because it's gonna be hot. Keep yourself hydrated, man. Don't go in too hard if you're tailgating. I mean, Los J, I know we're gonna get some of that, but I don't want it to be to a ridiculous level, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be able to at least see some structure in the game, because you're gonna always have those up and down moments. I want to at least be able to see that this team, is gonna be a team that gets better. I don't want it to look so rough. I mean, hey, a couple bad plays here or there, a couple penalties push you back. I think that's fine, but I don't want to see too much of that for the first game. I mean, after that, of course, no more. But that kind of leads us to I think it's gonna be one of them kind of games, man. Like I think it's gonna be one of them, every so often look like the momentum gonna be shifting one way or the other, and it's all, like I said, I think it's all gonna come down to the fourth quarter. I mean, whether that's somebody scoring a late touchdown to put the game out of reach, or somebody scoring a late touchdown to win the game. I think it's gonna be a game that's pretty tight, and I think that we're gonna find out what both teams are made of. Because I think this is gonna be a game that's gonna be a knockdown, drag out type of game. So I'm excited for the game. I'm just happy that football is here, because I'm tired of watching preseason football. I do like to see the SWAC and HBCU guys doing anything, but I'm tired of preseason football. So I'm ready for some real football. I've been watching Hard Knocks and all that stuff. But man, before we move on, moving on from the game, before we move on to my next topic, man, have you seen or have you heard about that Bishop Sycamore documentary?
No, man.
It's on HBO, man. I gotta watch it tonight.
Yeah, I'm about to check that out. I got HBO Max. I'm about to check that out, y'all.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all check out, because I've been waiting for that since I since I heard it. Since I heard about it. They say they get in the deep talking to the guy who created the whole thing. So I really want to see what's up with them boys, man. They say so.
That's them boys. Like, hey, yeah, man, I still got it, bro. Hey, and I want to know, man, how they feel after they get stomped by IMG.
Oh yeah,
high school boy. They got wrecked on by some high school dude. Man, 15 years old out there wrecking y'all, man.
Wrecking 20-year-old men. Oh yeah, man. Most definitely. Rest in peace to DJ Casper, man. Y'all make sure y'all get out there and do the cha-cha slide. Oh yeah, man. I think it was the weekend. Y'all make sure y'all get out there and at the tailgates this year, man. We're gonna do cha-cha slide all tailgate, man. So let's go ahead and make our thing happen.
Right.
I got to check it out, man. Shout out to Flemlo Raps, man. That guy's a Southern Jaguar, so he got one of the better football YouTube channels. And I'm not just saying that because he went to Southern. He a Mississippi guy, but he went to Southern. But shout out to him, man. He definitely do his thing. I don't know if y'all ever watched him before, but he definitely do his thing. But I got to watch that, man, because I love stories like that, like College of Faith and all them teams, them fake teams. I like that, man. Because I know Southern might be calling Bishop Sycamore for a game next year, so I need that.
I wouldn't doubt it.
But nah, man. That's something that I really want to watch. because when I heard about it, I was like, oh yeah, I got to watch that. Now, I want to touch on something real quick, man. And I saw this on Twitter, on FCS Fans Nation. They did a list of FCS rivalries, and they broke them down into tiers. And as you can see, the top tier is called Pure Straight Hate You, and it's JSU and SU, Brawl of the Wild, which is Montana State of Montana, and the Battle of the Marker between North Dakota State and South Dakota State. To be up, like I said, I don't know how many people follow FCS football closely, but to be on the level with those two games, as far as rivalry go, bro, that's top of the line, and that, that really, those teams don't like each other at all. If you talk to a Montana person, they're gonna say FTC, and that means blank the Cats. If you talk to a Montana State person, they're gonna say FTG, and that means you know what the grid is. So to have our game on that level, bro, from an outside person, this ain't an HBCU person, from an outside person, that lets you know where we at with this thing, man. That lets you at with this thing.
Man, I think they should add. They need to go ahead and put Pretty Heat of JSU FAMU. Because win.
I think that's a whole different level of. I think that's a whole different level of something. I don't even know what to call that, man. Oh yeah, we definitely say FTP, man. It's always FTP, but some of the people are okay, so I don't like to say it too much no more. But it's definitely FTP when it comes game time. But that FAMU JSU, I don't even know what they call that, bro. It's a whole different level. It transcends sports right now. So,
and what about I think UAPB and Alcorn should be on this list for something.
Hey, the craziest matchup, because who knows? Yeah, and JSU Alcorn, man, that's definitely one. That's definitely one that y'all don't like each other, bro. You know what I'm saying? y'all don't. Yeah, I remember seeing a video from last year's game. They had a dude from Alcorn and a dude from Jackson State flipping the bird at each other. I'm like, bro, that's what I'm talking about.
That was the funny thing about it. They knew each other. But yeah, I think that's one of them old classic, Soul Bowl, Capital City Class. That's a classic rivalry, and even kind of corporate. I guess you could put JSU Valley, because that's the only game Valley seems like they get up for it. Then they like a whole nother team when they play Jackson State. Like you get the best up out of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they don't ever win, but I think they just measure themselves by that game, man. Because if they can strike that one blow and pull out that dub, that definitely put them in there. And like Blue said, the Aggie Eagle Classic, that's another one that's that's heated. Games like that, bro, that's heated. And I think a lot of people, if you from a school that don't have that, it's hard to explain it to you. It's hard to explain it to you. And being in the South, there's a lot of people from, like, living in Baton Rouge, there's a lot of Jackson State people that live here. Or there's a lot of people who you got JSU folks in your family. I got mad JSU folks in my family. And it's and they die hard JSU. They older than me, so they that true blue JSU is like, man, they talk trash from the minute they talk to you. I got an uncle, love Jackson State, man, and he used to live in California, and I'm like, as soon as the game was over, he calling the phone, talking noise. I'm like, bro, and you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's gonna be one of them things. But I just think Jackson State and Alcorn is on a level. Southern and Grambling is on a level. But Jackson and Southern is a different level because we're not in the same state, So it's just one of them things, man.
Hey,
I love it.
I kind of feel like this, the Jackson State Southern rivalry really took off, honestly, when Jackson State, y'all, when we played y'all in Jackson, and then and that last second play to Terrio, from Terrio to Rico Rich, I felt like that really threw the fire, the charcoal lighter, the gas, the propane, and everything on that rivalry, man.
Yeah, that was a whole different level, bro. Because that I don't know if that was I think that was the start of the go home thing.
Yeah,
because that changed everything, because you waiting for the last few seconds of the game so you can say that. So like to have Southern on top in that game, and then the boom play do what you wanna after y'all scored the last touchdown. That set that pettiness off, bro. That just made it like. That made it more than football, and it's like once it bled into the stands and everything, it's just,
ever since that happened, JSU Southern, it seemed like it's a ghetto, more of a ghetto. But even when I was in school, a lot of people like we playing Southern, it's a rivalry, but you know what I'm saying, it wasn't that intense. But when Terrio threw that last second touchdown. And I mean, that was, to me, that 2010 game was the greatest ever. You just had to be there. Y'all had to, y'all probably were there, but if you wasn't there, man, you missed a treat. Them the old boy took that dang punt return. I thought the game was on.
Do you realize that was the best game we played all year that year? Because that was Stone Mitchell first year. That was the best game we played all season. I don't know where they found that at in them, but. JSU was no slouch that year, and we went toe to toe, and traded them touchdowns at the end. But it was games like that make a rivalry, man, because you have your 1999. We played y'all 2 times. You got that. You got I don't know if y'all old enough to remember, but the '98 game in Baton Rouge where the clock went off. People say Southern turned the clock off, but we just had a bootleg scoreboard that didn't work right. What's up, Rob? What's going on, Rob, man? Welcome to the show. Bro, we had a horrible scoreboard back in the 90s, bro. And it used to go off when we played other people too, but because we were playing Jackson, everybody said we turned the scoreboard off. We won. You don't want to win a game like that, because ain't nobody gonna ever believe you ain't doing it on purpose. And the referees had to keep the time on the field, and the SWAC, you trusting SWAC refs to keep the time on the field. Those kind of things make a rivalry. But like you said, I think after 2010, it really started to heat up, because Southern and Jackson wasn't even in the 80s.
I know what definitely really set flames. Remember the year y'all lost the Valley, and then the next Saturday
with Coach Worm. With Coach Worm.
Oh my! And what year that was? 2012.
2012.
Yeah, and the rivalry just took off. It really did.
Yeah, bro, I didn't give us no chance in that game, bro, because we just lost 6-0 the Valley, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's like who gonna lose the Valley 6-0 and then go to Jackson with a coach who ain't never been a head coach, your only interim guy, and win that game, and then turn around the next week and beat FAMU. They're like, bro, who is it? We got who is this big worm looking dude, man? We ain't nobody know who Coach Jones was, bro. Yeah, hey, I'm gonna keep it real, man. I'm glad we had got an actual scoreboard out of that, because Southern was known for a couple of things in that time period. We were known for a horrible scoreboard and a horrible field. They used to call Mudford because our field was like a mud pit. If y'all want to see what I'm saying, bro, go on YouTube and look up the 2001 Southern Pine Bluff game. It rained all day in Baton Rouge, bro. The field is like a slop, like a pig slop, bro. If you get a chance tonight, pull it up, bro. That was the worst field we had. I mean, it was like chunks of grass coming up, mud, ankle deep. as soon as you touched the ground, you was covered in mud, bro. So, we had them, we had our own version of Valley Field, but ain't nobody like it like people like to laugh at Valley Field. People.
Valley got a nice field now. You can't talk about it no more.
Yeah, they're gonna have to step up now and win games, win games the right way. Now can't have that 12 man. But and like I said, man, the one thing I will say, and I don't want, it's going Southern Jackson talk gonna come in a couple of weeks. But when they moved that game to New Orleans, I felt like the vibe was not the same.
Right.
And I mean, Jackson State won 2 out of those 3 games, and Robert Kent told Southern a new one and won them games. But the first game y'all won 13-10. But I just never felt like the vibe was good. It just didn't feel right, being in New Orleans. And then then Southern had the bright idea to play in Jackson multiple times. That was a no-go. Like we moving home games to Jackson. Man, y'all come on now.
Oh, Hampton and Howard a rivalry.
Well, it was. They used to call the
Uzi rivalry. They don't even they throw crackers at each other. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wine and cheese. It was. I don't know if it still is, but it was the battle for the real HU. Drinking wine and cheese on the sidelines.
Yeah, strawberries and grapes with fruit dip.
I say, old chap, it's like a spirited rivalry.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, I just love a good rivalry, man. It's nothing like it, man. It's nothing like it, and it's gonna get better, man. With social media, then really impacted a lot of this stuff too. So now instead of having to only be able to talk to the people only being able to talk to people at the stadium, now you can talk year round to people that and people talk plenty noise all year long. So it's a whole different vibe now.
Man, I love to see the Prairie View, how the Prairie View Grambling rivalry is, and the Prairie View Texas Southern. Like, I want to see that up close. Like, is it really a tense in the stands or what? Because we don't really hear much about it. I like to really know how that rivalry is because, hey, somebody chime in, let us know.
Yeah, especially my TSU people, y'all chime in, man. I know Los J like to take shots at Prairie View, but I don't know if all the Tigers feel that way. And Prairie View and Grambling, I don't know, man. It feels weird to me. It's a game that it's just a game. I don't really feel like it's such a huge rivalry. I feel like it's just one of them things that's traditionally been played now. And those two teams, they trade them wins. Like Prairie View on a winning streak now. Grambling usually be on a streak. So it's winning back and forth games. But
who you think has the nicest fan base in the SWAC? I think
that's a good question.
I think Alabama A&M they have a polite demeanor. Make sure you drive home safe. And everything. We'll get together. You're welcome to come over to my tent. On everything. I remember when Alcorn and A&M played down there. In Alcorn, man, they were really nice fans. There were some nice people to be around. I'm like,
make sure you get home safe.
They was like, well, good luck good luck with Jackson. I was like, really? Not Bama State got nice. Nah, all that cussing. I'm
gonna tell you.
I had to be around the Bama State, and they come to Jack. I know it's gonna be some feud. Hey, it ain't gonna be like it was though.
I ain't really had that many problems with A&M people, because I don't really see them too much. But I think everybody got at least one or two of them people in their fan base, that's gotta stand up for everything and let you know what time it is. But I ain't never really heard nothing bad about Alabama A&M, so I'm gonna go with them. I know it ain't us. I know it ain't us.
I know Southern and Jackson fan probably time out. But no, Alcorn now. Let's see. Pine Bluff fans. I don't. Texas Southern fans cool too.
Yeah, TSU fans, man. You know, other than Los J, TSU fans don't talk that much noise, so
right.
I ain't really got a problem with them, you know, because you don't never really see them. So, you know, the ones you do see, they just be happy to have a competitive game, you know, and now they winning, so you know they live happy about that. But they more excited for basketball. That's when they get crazy. That's when they come to your gym and talk noise in basketball, but they don't really do that in football. So I think they got some nice fans. Alcorn people are cool, man. Other than the trash talk, you know, they cool. You know, other than them wearing SWAC champ shirts before the SWAC championship game in 2019, I ain't never had a problem with Alcorn fans. I mean, you know, they knew they were gonna beat Southern before the game even started. I can't do nothing but respect that. But you know, I never had no bad problem with Alcorn fans either. But I'm gonna go with you, bro. I'm gonna go.
They'll talk noise in the stands and then barbecue some chicken afterwards.
Yeah, they're gonna feed you, man. You know, and you
real good. You know what I'm saying?
Help you get off that campus. You know, it's like see, Southern people are nice to you before the game. You know, they'll feed you before the game, but after the game, they don't want nothing to do with you unless you know them. Otherwise, it's like get from around me, man. It's like you on your own getting off this campus. I ain't gonna help you get off. It's all on you. But man, I want to take a quick pause for the calls, man. As y'all know, if y'all don't know, my wife is selling jewelry now. She's a rep for Park Lane Jewelry. I got the link in the description. So if y'all looking to buy some jewelry, holidays coming up, birthdays, your team won a big game, you want to buy your woman something nice, and they got men stuff too. But you know, if you want to do that, man, y'all check out the website in the description. She's got a thing going on now. After a 10th offer, after a 10th order, you get in a chance to win more jewelry. So y'all go ahead and check out that website, Park Lane Jewelry. It's on the it's in the description. So I had to go ahead and make that little quick commercial. What's up, Big Rick, man? What's going on with you? But like I said, man, I love a spirited rivalry, man. I like to go places and feel like I gotta look for my fans so I know I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like to go to a game where my team take over the other team's stadium. That's no fun, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like when we went to Prairie View in 2018, when we thought we were gonna fire Worm because we lost the Alcorn for homecoming. When we got there, bro, the police let me park for free, and I ain't never park for free at nobody game on the campus. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, maybe they feeling themselves because everybody thought they was gonna beat Southern that night. And I was talking trash to dudes at the gas station and stuff. But after the game, because we in typical Dooley fashion, we shut him out 38-0. After the game, bro, I thought I was gonna have a ticket on my car, bro. I thought the people was gonna be crazy because we beat them, but it was all good though. Because I know at Southern that probably would have happened, so they'd put a ticket on your car. But it's one of them things, man. I just love a rivalry, man. It don't get no better than that, you know. We could talk our noise and say whatever, but at the end of the day, it's a football game, man. Ain't no need for all the other stuff, because I don't ever want to end up like LSU people do, man. Because I remember one year they played Georgia and they tipped over a dude in a porta potty, bro. I'm like, bro, that's foul.
Yeah, I remember that. That was dirty, bro. Yeah,
I like the time they stuck a finger in the dude from Alabama in his booty, bro. like, bro, y'all on some whole other level stuff, bro. I don't rock with that, bro. Let's just keep it football. Let's keep it trash talk, and let's just have fun, man. So I'm looking forward to some good trash talk. Yeah. Oh yeah. Fam is not. They got great people online, and they got great people in real life. But them same people, when they step and brag, bro, them people like a switch flip on them, man. I know a lot of rattlers that are really great people, man. But when they step and brag, it's like a whole they become something else, bro. And you gonna have to talk, cause they gonna talk. They gonna be ready, and they pride themselves on not being nice to you when you come there.
And it's gonna be cool that eventually now, JSU gonna be able to play back in Bragg. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, it's gonna. That first time that first game, wherever it's at in Jackson or Found, that first game in the home and home, bro, it's gonna be crazy.
Crazy, yes sir.
Cause I know y'all gonna be down there, especially if y'all still got that streak. I know y'all gonna be down there, and yes, they gonna come up there. They travel too, so they're gonna be up there, and I would love to be at that game just because it's just. I encourage, man, if you ain't never been to the Vet for a big game or Bragg for a big game, Mumford, any of them places like that, man, on the reservation. But if you ain't never been to any of them places for a game, man, I need you to go to them because they all got their own different vibe. But them the best places to be for games, man.
True. You can't deny that.
Now I ain't gonna lie to you. Now, if you're losing and you trying to get out of that bet, boy, they gang up on you. Boy.
Oh yeah, they gonna make sure you leave right.
Man, they had us 30-1, man. You know what I'm saying? They were a. I was glad I know how to talk, bro, because they were teaming up on me, bro. It's like, hey, but it's all good, man. I love it because we'll go around, come around. We'll have our turn. We have our turn in the night. I agree, man. We need more real night games, man. We need real more night games. I hate them day games, man.
I like day games to an extent. It all depends on what game it is. I think like Southern and J-State definitely should be at nighttime.
Oh yeah, always.
I think that brings out the pageantry and the spectacle. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, you know what I'm saying? But hey, them night games are special though.
Yeah, bro, it's nothing like just coming in the stadium, especially like when you get there like right before evening time and it go from evening to night, and you got all that energy, man. It's just a different atmosphere, man. I don't mind day games late in the year, but I don't like my big games in the daytime. That I just don't like it.
Well, for instance, like Colorado, they lucky to even get a day game now. Nobody was even checking for them boys. Nobody cares. Them boys
are playing at 11 a.m., bro.
Yeah, I know our previous coach. He wanted all them day games. I think it was a reason now. You know what I'm saying? So, but SWAC games are better at night, man.
Yeah, I mean, you get more people a chance to come to the game. You get more. You just get a better vibe, man. I just love night games, bro. Plus, if I look at it on the other side, if my team lose a day game, bro, I gotta think on that all day long, bro. I can't even watch football no more. If my team lose a night game, I can go home and go to sleep and deal with it in the morning. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't like losing the game in the afternoon and then spending all day trying not to watch football because I'm mad. But I don't mind homecoming being in the daytime or at least early evening, and that late November game definitely got to be in the afternoon because I'm not. I love my Valley people, bro, but I'm not sitting and watching Southern and Valley playing no 40 or 30-degree weather, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not about to freeze and watch that game.
Cold. Joker be out there in them deer warm-ups and everything.
I know.
With some dang rain boots on.
Be dressing like you about to go hunting, boy. Like all bundled up, bro. And at Southern, bro, when it's cold, that wind be whipping through that stadium, man. And it like last year it wasn't even that cold, but the wind was blowing. And I'm like, bro, we need to get this game over with, man. We need to get up out of here because my feet are freezing. It's like once your feet get cold, you know that's a wrap, bro.
Yep.
But I like it, man. So you just can't beat night games, bro. But once day games is driven by money. So once money got into the equation, more people wanna move their games for TV and everything. But it's nothing better than a night game in most SWAC stadiums. Now I don't know, maybe it's not so good to play at A&M at night, but I guess if they, they'll make sure you get home safe though.
Mm-hmm.
They'll walk you to your car and make sure you get home safe.
Give you a old sandwich and a juice.
They give you one of them lunch bags. We don't want you to go hungry on the ride home. So, but hey, man, we talked about the MEX SWAC Challenge all earlier, but we finally here, bro. We finally here. This time next week, we're gonna have some more games to talk about, but we're gonna definitely have a lot to talk about after Saturday. I don't know. I'm thinking about doing a show either before the game or after the game. I ain't sure which one. Probably be before the game because I go to sleep early now. I can't stay up too late. But next week's show definitely gonna be good because we got the Labor Day Classic coming up next week.
Oh,
and it's going down. It's going all the way down. My score was 21-17 Jackson State or either 21-14 Jackson State. I'm going back and forth on that, but I got JSU winning at least 21-17.
I got JSU winning at least like 23-20. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be a competitive, close game, man. As long as we get that dude.
Hey, that's what it's all about, man. And let's beat the MEAC, man. Let's beat these boys because they've been talking all week. Even teams that don't play SWAC teams out of the MEAC is talking noise. I'm like, bro, Delaware State, y'all don't play nobody in the SWAC. Why you talking for? You ain't do none of the work. Right. Them boys doing the work, not y'all. Like, bro, you like Vandy talking noise about the SEC, bro. You can't say nothing. You ain't putting in the work, bro. Like, you just
because they really MEAC don't have but 6 fans.
Hey, and like I say,
Howard and Hampton, they don't even talk.
Hampton gone now. They dipped. So you got Howard who barely, they really don't do much. Like I said, you got your northern teams who don't do a lot, but they do all the talking. So it's like once y'all play some of us, you ain't played a SWAC team since the '80s, and you're trying to talk about what y'all did to the SWAC. That don't work, man. But I think most people kind of in the same boat, man. You know what I'm saying? Like mid-20s. I just think it's gonna be one of them games where it ain't gonna be pretty. It ain't gonna be pretty for the eyes. So if you're looking for a pretty game, this ain't gonna be it. But I will say, if JSU come out and look sharp, bro, everybody in trouble. I'm gonna keep it real with you. If this team come out and they play laser focus and they look sharp and they win this game by 14, 17, or 20, y'all everybody better buckle up, bro. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. If JSU win this game going away, everybody better buckle up. But if JSU get on the other side of that, y'all better buckle up, bro, because it ain't gonna be easy on y'all.
Sure ain't. Sure ain't.
But like I say, I saw somebody had the point spread at 18. I'm like, that's crazy, bro. I don't think it's gonna be. I mean, it could end up that way, but I wouldn't set the spread at that. I think most people got it at like 10. I think that's a fair number. But man, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing on up, man. I'm about to go ahead and get me some dinner and chill, man. Like I said, been out here working in this heat. I ain't got the energy like I normally do. But Saturday, I'm all about it, man. So y'all make sure if y'all going to Atlanta, man, y'all be safe out there, bro. If you're not, man, tune in. Tune in at 6:30 Central Time, 7:30 Eastern Time. But it's gonna be on and popping, man. And definitely stay hydrated, man. And don't drink no Coke 45 instead of water, bro. You know what I'm saying?
We drinking stock and none of that.
Yes, indeed. But leave them hurricanes alone.
Don't drinking that stuff. You drink this. You need to drink.
Drink you some water. So drink you some water and enjoy it, man. So like I said, we gonna be back next week to do our thing again. Y'all know how it go down. Yeah, Boone Farm is not water, so please do not drink that stuff, man. That stuff ain't good for you. That's that rot gut, man. Put that soldier rag up too now. Y'all represent. And we're gonna have a lot of Labor Day classic talk next week because I want to drum up the hype between Los J and Jamie G. So we're gonna make sure that pop off. If you don't know, if TSU win the game, then Jamie G got to give up his seat to Los J. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned in and watch that game for sure. Cause that game got some impact on our show. So y'all enjoy it. But we're gonna get on up out of here, man. Y'all enjoy y'all evening and watch the game, man. Please go SWAC. I ain't gonna say this too often, but go JSU, man. I'm rocking with y'all today. After Saturday, we back to our normal scheduled program. All right, y'all. We're gonna holler at y'all, man. Y'all be safe.